Facebook to a topic we were talking about the other day pretty quickly, and it's kind of interesting. The commissioners we had talked about were looking at offering up a solution to the situation we were in by putting 2 part-timers, and then by 2018 having all 4 commissioners be part-time employees.
Correct, but turns out the Senate has voted that bill down. So the 5-member proposed commission bill has been voted down, and you know, Senator Busman has stated that he is not against having that, but he needs more evidence to help support the bill, and he also wants the county people to give their perspective of it and to kind of vote on the topic. So
right. So again, it's a step, not necessarily backwards, but to the side of the issue, because we were looking at it, and a lot of people thought maybe that might be the correct answer to this, but Senator Busman has had some concerns. Another
point that Senator Busman said was that you know, no one has come to the table and said that they wanted to change anything. So
right,
you know,
as of right now, it seems like people are kind of either not aware of the situation or content with the situation at hand. And he even mentioned that when it comes to changing government, you want to make sure that you know these things, because it wasn't that long ago that we put certain things into place that we are running with now.
Very true.
So,
and you know, like we've been talking about, it's a very unique situation right now with Gary Marchman being out of office, and so you know, he's not able to perform his job duties, and Kerry Watson is having to be the only man that really has a vote. So it's an interesting set of circumstances, which I believe is why Corey Harbison proposed the bill, to try to you know, alleviate some of the pressures that we're facing right now. But either way, it's very interesting, and we will see how it all ultimately folds out. But for now, that commission bill is kind of
it's in dead water right now. But you know, with the way things work out, it would not surprise me to see that this bill comes back up later on, maybe with a few revisions. So we'll just definitely, as a community, keep your eyes out for this kind of thing, and we'll, as we get information, we'll let you know. All right. Well, every day we try to give out something nice, and I think today we have a few awesome prizes as well. So go check our Facebook page out and find out who the sponsor of the day is, so you can call us and tell us who it is, so we can give you those awesome prizes. So let's check out what those are today. All right, so it looks like we have 1 large pizza from Papa Murphy's Take and Bake, so definitely want to go grab that. And again, Mad Dog Mike's Famous Barbecue Family Pack, the 1 pound of meat, the 2 16-ounce sides, and the 4 buns. Great value, so definitely want to check that out. So again, call us at 256-734-7399, and that's 256-734-7399. Go and check out who the sponsor of the day is. Call us and let us know so we can get you those prizes. You do not want to miss out.
And now it's time for our Facebook friend of the day. We always love having them. And our Facebook friend of the day is River Shaddix, and he likes American Horror Story and Harry Potter. And for being our friend on Facebook, we would like to give River a free large barbecue sandwich from Mad Dog Mike's Famous Barbecue.
River, if you haven't had that yet and you're watching the show, you need to go get it like ASAP, because it's fantastic. Mr. Mike's a great guy.
Yes.
And I actually had the pleasure of meeting him the other day.
You did?
I did finally.
He's a great guy.
He is a great guy, and he does a lot more than I thought he did. He's got a very interesting story. If you guys haven't gone out and talked to him yet and just had some of his barbecue, it's fantastic. He's a great guy. He has a lot to tell you, which is great, because you always want to meet those people
with good stories to tell.
He's done a lot, so it'd be a good experience for anybody.
Yay!
All right. Well, during the last couple of weeks, we've gone around and met a lot of interesting people in the community, and one of which is Mr. John Williams from Chick-Fil-A, and we had the pleasure of going out and doing some infomercial type stuff with him and Chick-fil-A, kind of getting some ideas to the people about some of the things that they've got coming up, because they don't normally introduce a lot of stuff. So if you'll stay with us, we've got a very interesting little video segment for you. So definitely join us, and we'll be right back.
Overwhelmed by home refinancing offers from telephone solicitors and direct mail advertising, and then find you're not qualified for a specific plan? The Mortgage Center, a hometown lender, compares the rates from all home loan lenders and the qualifications of the various government programs to find a plan best suited to you. The Mortgage Center helps Cullman County people purchase and refinance their homes.
This is Pat Newton. Call us today and let us tailor a loan program to your specific needs and requirements. I'm Jay Mullins with Premier Bank.
And I'm Jacob Mullins.
For more than 26 years, we've been providing friendly personal banking services to the citizens of Cullman and surrounding counties. We continue to provide new and improved services to our customers, and we even have a new look. So come by and see us at any of our 9 convenient locations. And remember, the same friendly personal service, and we're open on Saturdays.
With classic bolognese behind you, there are racks of lamb ahead. There are tartlets to take on, and crazy knife skills to perfect. There is you and your muse, the appliance brand more chefs choose. Chefs choose KitchenAid for their homes more than any other brand. And when every machine does incredible things, there's so much more to make.
My name is John. Thank you.
Hey guys, it's Joel, and I am here with Mr. John Williams of Chick-Fil-A. How you doing today, Mr. John?
I'm well. How are you, Joel?
Doing fantastic. We are here to talk about some of the stuff that's going on at Chick-Fil-A. So tell us about some of the new products that you got. I know you guys are always introducing, or actually you don't introduce a whole lot of stuff very often.
That's right.
So tell us about some of the new stuff that's coming to the menu.
Yeah, well, we're really excited about the Frosted Lemonade, which has been around for a while. We've had that on the menu. It's been a terrific hit. Right. People love it. I think, personally, it tastes like this time of the year because it's so hot outside, and it's so refreshing. One of our ladies who comes into the store frequently, she put it best. If you've never tried one, it tastes like a lemon icebox pie in liquid form. Okay. That's what it is.
Yeah,
it's
everybody loves those.
So, new products in the fall, we're really excited about our new breakfast rollout. We've got the Greek yogurt parfait that's coming out. It's a healthier option, along with the egg white grilled that's coming out. Both of those for breakfast. So that's going to be for the health-conscious person. Right. The Greek yogurt, of course, it's going to have higher protein contents and things like that for the person who's thinking that way. It's a good option, great option.
Absolutely. So, so tell us about some more stuff. I know you guys just had Cow Appreciation Day.
We sure did. We want to personally thank Cullman. Yeah. You guys were awesome. You guys rocked it. You came out from the time we opened till we closed that night, and your cow swag, you know, I mean, it was on full force. Events that we have coming up, some of you guys will remember the car show that we did back in the spring. Right. Well, we're going to bring it back into the fall. It's been requested. We have guys coming into the store a few a week. Hey, when's the car show coming? When's the car show coming?
Free, right?
You know, yeah, free car show, and we give away free stuff. So you can't beat that. Also, the much anticipated daddy-daughter date night. Yeah. Details are going to be coming out shortly about that. Save the date's going to be on its way, but we're really excited about that. Don't want to give you too much yet, but we are going to host that in-house in the store again this year. Awesome. Yeah, and just want to give you the heads up on that.
What is the actual difference between Chick-fil-A and somewhere else?
Well, I think one of the biggest differences between us, and I can almost speak like a guest who has an all-access backstage pass, because I've only been with Chick-fil-A for about 6 or so months. The same vernacular in conversation, the same mannerisms that you get at the front counter when you place your order, that extends all the way to the back door, even during one of our busiest times, like at a lunch rush on Friday. Our staff, they're genuinely cordial with one another. We care about the needs of our guests. It's been said we don't only want to feed you internally, physically when you come in with food, but we also want to care for you as a person. Right. Almost, if you will, soul care. Right. We want to know how your day is going. We want to know what's going on in your world. We want to know, hey, how can we be of service? Right. And what I love about these guys here at this store is you'll hear it all the time. They say, "My pleasure." Yeah. You know, you'll say, "Thank you." They say, "My pleasure." They don't say, "Oh, no problem," or "Hey, no worry." You know, they say, "My pleasure." Or, they really mean it. Yeah. And in my mind, that's what separates these guys. Awesome. It's a loyal team. It's a unified team. It's a team that works together, that jumps in, pitches in to do whatever it takes to get whatever needs done.
Well, absolutely. Well, hey, for those of you that want to keep up with Chick-fil-A on Instagram and all those things, what's a quick plug as far as what are y'all tagged under?
CFA Cullman, you can find us. Chick-fil-A Cullman, you can find us.
Awesome. Hey, well, thanks so much for taking the time to talk to me.
Joel, thank you.
And everybody stay tuned because we will be posting links from them often and keeping you up to date on everything that happens here. And from My Cullman Television, I'm Joel Burks.
Local Auto Owners Independent Agency. We are dedicated to assisting you in your time of need. We live and work right in your community, and we're available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Fortunately, emergencies don't happen every day, but when they do, we're here to personally see you through. For life, home, car, and business insurance, call us, your local independent auto owners agent today.
That's how many registered nurses the national job market will need in this decade. Will you be one of them? Across the country, that's the median annual pay for RNs. Be one of us and get in a Wallace state of mind.
Have you been online to see our brand new website? Go to mycullmantv.com. There you can find links to see a live stream, notes from today's shows. You can meet our sponsors and even meet us here at the station. But don't forget about that Meet the Sponsors link. There you can see advertisements from the sponsors that help keep us on the air. You can also click on the links to go to these sponsors' web pages. My Cullman Television. Let's discover Cullman together.
And welcome back. So, I was thinking about it, talking to my brother yesterday, and school is starting back, and he has procrastinated so bad, and it's terrible because I had the same problem when I was in his grade. He's a junior now. And he's taking all these AP courses, and part of his AP history courses, he had to read 3 books by the end of the summer and have reports and then definition cards made out of them.
Yeah.
And he has maybe read one of them.
Oh no.
So the reason I mention this kind of stuff is because if there are students out there very similar to myself in the procrastination area, there are still resources that you have that you can go and retrieve these required readings, and that ties into who our sponsor of the day is. So our hint for you for today, for the sponsor of the day, is which one of our sponsors has all the required summer reading. If you do not know this, we only have one sponsor that deals with any of this. She's been on the show multiple times, so definitely give us a call and tell us who that sponsor of the day is so we can get you those awesome prizes.
Yes, so if you know the answer, call 256-734-7399. And also, do you have a time machine so that we can go back and and start the summer over?
Do we really want to?
I do.
I feel like it would complicate things because then I'd have to explain to past me why he shouldn't be here. And
okay.
You see, you got to get complicated to deter people. All right. Well, in other news, we've got some things going on in the world that we should probably cover today. First things first, 2 airmen were killed in a training accident. Now, this is not the first time something like this has happened, especially towards the Eglin Air Force Base in Florida, which is, again, where this one was located. At Sergeant Timothy A. Officer Jr. and Sergeant Marty B. Bedelian, they were both killed from the injuries sustained during a free fall. They were part of the 24th Special Operations Wing Base in Florida. They were both veterans. Officer was 32. He was a 14-year veteran, and Bedelian was a 15-year veteran. I mean, this is another one of those cases.
Yeah, this is a very sad tragedy. These training accidents, we've heard of them before, like you've said, And, you know, they take every necessary precaution and they do the very best that they can. Sometimes these things do happen, and it's truly unfortunate because two very dedicated and amazing men were lost for that. But, you know, there's just no foolproof way to ensure that
and with
things like this won't happen.
Yeah, absolutely. And with these training exercises, it's things like this that let us know what's wrong with these machines. I mean, because obviously with pilots, it's one of those things where it's either going to work for you or it's not.
Right.
So I am glad that this may have led to some discovery of an incident that could potentially save a lot of people, but I am, you know, at what cost?
Right.
So.
Well, the cause of their deaths is under investigation right now. Our hearts go out to the families of the victims, of course. So.
Absolutely. Moving on, and a less sad note, there have been 4 new national parks added to the American Historical Society. So that's kind of interesting. We've got places like First People Buffalo Jump out of Montana, the George Washington Masonic Memorial, the Lafayette Park in Detroit, and the Red Rocks Park in Jefferson County, Colorado.
It's very exciting, yeah. And it's been a while since they've added any type of historic landmark. So, you know, the First People Buffalo Jump is one of the oldest and most preserved bison cliff jumps in North America. So that's pretty awesome. And it's located in Cascade County, Montana, and it's full of archaeological sites dating back about 5,700 years. And years ago, it says hunter-gatherers used this spot to drive herds of buffalo over the edge of the cliff.
If you've never seen there was a very popular internet series for a while talking about the history of Native Americans, and one of them showed that scene, and the gentleman would wear the buffalo skins and run at a cliff and stop and lay down, and the buffalo would just run off the side of the cliff.
That's just crazy, but yeah, very neat.
Not the brightest animal on the art there. So, I mean, we're happy that these areas have been dubbed historical, which means that they cannot be altered or changed in any way.
Right.
We are preserving these places, which is fantastic, because with commercialized areas, we're just losing land left and right. So I'm glad that these places have been, you know, stated as such, and we can continue to enjoy them for a couple more generations.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. If you want to read more information about these, just take a look. They're available. And in other news, we've got no Ebola at UAB. So you guys heard us talking about how there was a potential case of Ebola, and it is negative, thank goodness. Of course, the person who came into UAB did everything correctly. You know, they were exhibiting symptoms. They went directly to UAB, notified them, and from there, UAB notified the State Health Department and the CDC. So everyone that was potentially exposed to it, even though it was negative, they did everything they should have done, and anyone that was potentially exposed was quarantined for the correct amount of time, and everyone has tested negative for Ebola. So we are very happy to hear that news.
And again, this was he was not considered a high-risk patient because he did not work in anything like healthcare or burial services, but he is indeed, you know, clear. We're glad that that is the case because the people he came in contact with, also by association, will be clear. So we are very glad that that epidemic has just totally bypassed Alabama so far.
Yes, thank goodness.
Well, again, you know, everything turning out fairly well so far. You know, hate to hear about the gentleman that had the accident. But other than that, it seems that we're getting to a brighter spot in the news here, getting some good news for once. Well, now is my favorite time of the show because I get to talk about the weather, so why don't we take a look at that? All right, and again, the weather is brought to you today by Mitch Smith Chevrolet, so make that switch to Mitch. All right, so it looks like the average high today is going to be about 91 with a low of 70. Record high was set in 1930 at 106 degrees, and the record low was set in 1948 at 55 degrees. Tonight's sunset will be at 8:06 with sunrise tomorrow at 5:37 a.m. Now, obviously, I'm not going to go ahead and ruin your day and tell you it's going to rain because it's kind of already raining. But know that we are going to have some scattered thunderstorms throughout the day, so definitely keep an eye out for that. And tonight, again, we're having an 80% chance of precipitation tonight. High of 83, just probably muggy and wet most of the day. Tonight, less rain, still an 8% chance, but we're looking at a low of about 68. Tomorrow, less of a chance of rain with a high in 88. And again, throughout most of the week, we're looking at, you know, partial clouds, scattered rains here and there with highs in the low 90s to upper 80s. We're looking at mainly low 70s to upper 60s, though, for the lows. So let's definitely start getting ready to prepare for that colder weather.
Yeah.
Yeah, not excited. I say that every time, and everyone's probably tired of hearing me saying it, but I cannot express enough how much I just dislike the cold.
I like the cold in a way. I just like fall.
Look,
it's just got a different season. I hate winter, though.
You don't hear people getting them. Oh, okay, let me rephrase that. Yes, you do. But you don't hear people getting sick from the cold during the summer. And you get that all the time in the winter, obviously. So I'm just not excited for more potential chances to get sick.
I'm sorry. Bundle up.
If I wanted to look like the little kid from the Christmas Story.
You already do.
Thanks. Appreciate it. Alrighty, well, if you'll join us again in just a moment, we'll be right back.
That's how fast the health information technology profession is projected to grow this decade. That's how much a health information technician can make in the first year. Who will you be? Be one of us and get in a Wallace state of mind.
Have you been online to see our brand new website? Go to mycolemantv.com. There you can find links to see a live stream, notes from today's shows. You can meet our sponsors and even meet us here at the station. But don't forget about that Meet the Sponsors link. There you can see advertisements from the sponsors that help keep us on the air. You can also click on the links to go to these sponsors' web pages. My Cullman Television. Let's discover Cullman together.
Life lived in black and white is not a life lived. Today, I choose color. To see it. To feel it. To be in it. To be upon it. And to live a life surrounded by it. Today, I put on a fresh coat.
And we are back with Community Billboards, brought to you by Pepsi. And we have a cookbook fundraiser for the Women of Faith group, Garden City Church of God. Cookbooks are $12.50 each, and proceeds benefit the church's food bank. You can contact Rhonda or Patsy at the numbers listed on the screen.
And the Friends of Frankweiler, our sister city meeting, will be August 9th. At 1:30 p.m. at the Coney County Museum in the lower area. A guest speaker will be Miss Margot Tanner, and there will be light refreshments and door prizes, so make sure you stop by and check that out.
And the BBB Shred Day is going to be Wednesday, August 12th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the King Edward Plaza. You can drop off sensitive documents, old hard drives, and electronics, and old prescription drugs.
There will be a book signing Wednesday, August 12th from 4 to 6 p.m. at Deb's Bookstore. Of Goats and Governors is the title of the book. This is 6 decades of colorful Alabama political stories by author Steve Flowers. So definitely go check that out and get you a signed copy.
And we have Catherine Morgan. She's with State Farm, and you can definitely check out some great savings there with her. And make sure you give her a call at 256-734-4640. And they are also on Facebook.
And if you have a community billboard or just want to contact us, you can reach us at our webpage at mycolemantv.com, email us at mycolemantv@gmail.com, or phone us at 256-734-7399. And remember to check out our Facebook page and let us know what's going on in the community that you want to know about.
And again, we are sponsored by Pepsi. And if you have a birthday this week, don't forget our weekly winner, which will be drawn on Friday, will receive an ice cream cake from Dairy Queen. And our anniversary of the week will receive a $15 gift certificate from the Candle Garden.
Alrighty, well, if you didn't already know, our sponsor of the day is Deb's Bookstore, your hometown bookstore. And again, they have all required summer reading. And again, it's kind of cutting it close, but if you still need them, they are there. And definitely check us out on Facebook. We want to hear from you. We are very feedback driven. What do you want to hear from us? We want to hear about it from you. Let us know what's going on in the community so we can keep you guys updated, because we want to know what's going on. Alrighty, well, it's been an exciting day. We've had a lot going on. I'm kind of, getting towards the end of the week here. Get to see some of the things play out from the beginning of the week. I'm liking the fact now that we're almost calling what the news is going to be now.
Yeah, it's gotten interesting how it's kind of become somewhat predictable.
Yeah, well, we know what's going on. We're in tune with the community. We are one with the Cullman. You're smiling at me, but I know that secretly you're just laughing on the inside.
I really am.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Jacob Murphy, master of the dad joke. So that's a thing.
Well, we have a really awesome guest tomorrow.
Yeah, we do.
Local coffee shop that just opened, Karma's Coffee House. If you have not been, you better go. It's located in the Warehouse District, right next to Rumor's Deli and
yes.
Momo Sheep, 103, I believe. It's going to be awesome speaking with them, catching up with their whole story about opening and their specials that they have. So make sure you tune in with us tomorrow so that we can catch up with them.
Absolutely. Well, again, thank you guys for joining us, and I'm Jacob Murphy.
I'm Natalie Bonner.
And again, everyone here at My Cullman Television, hope you have a great Thursday, and we'll see you tomorrow.